you better make sure you don't miss any of those QuickTime events.
So why do we hate QuickTime events?
Who says we hate QuickTime events?
Welcome into QuickTime Event, brought to you by middleofnowheregaming.com. This is episode 11, and today I am joined by Miles.
Hello.
And one of our new writers, Scott.
Hey guys, and hello to all you Mongols out there.
Mongols. The Mongolians.
I like it.
The Mongites. We had some good ones, didn't we, Miles?
Monkeys.
The monkeys. The
I'm
monkeys.
gonna make a new site, and I'm not sure what it's gonna be called, but I want my fans to be called the Huns.
The Huns. There you go. I like it. Okay, so Miles, explain to the listeners what QuickTime Event is.
All right, this QuickTime event, as all of them, I don't know why I said this QuickTime event, they're all pretty much just us vamping for 15 minutes about a certain topic. And we go strictly 15 minutes because we all talk a lot, and we will go over that if we allow ourselves. So, we'll have a timer, and I assume Courtney has it ready.
Yep.
And then you'll hear that beep, and then you'll hear a beep once it's all over. So, let's get going. Let's do this.
So this week, everyone should know it is a Gamescom week. So starting with tomorrow, we have starting with Tuesday, we have all the big press conferences starting with Microsoft and Sony. And we decided that we would record this podcast about our predictions, what we think may happen, some more likely than others. And we'll mix in a few funny ones here and there and a lot of serious ones. But that's pretty much it. Are you guys ready for that?
Yeah. Who's going to start a rotation, by the way?
Ooh, rotation. Let's see. We have CMS. Do you want to do it alphabetically or reverse alphabetically?
I don't care.
I'll kick it off.
Okay.
Let's go.
We'll go reverse alphabetically. All right. 15 minutes is on the clock. We should each have about 4 or 5, maybe even 6 predictions, something like that. We'll figure it out after it's all said and done. And go.
All right, so Gamescom, personally, I don't think is as big as E3, but this would definitely be the event to declare games that are coming in 2015 to be excited for. And since they didn't reveal it at E3, I think Guerrilla's Untold IP, the one that's supposed to be an RPG, is really the one I'm waiting on the most.
So Guerrilla's Untold RPG?
Yeah.
You're thinking
should I detail about it a little more? I'm sorry.
What is the prediction? Is it going to be shown? Is it going to be named? Is it going to be?
I think there will at least be a trailer in which it will reveal the game. I'm not going to get too excited for gameplay just yet because I'm not really sure what to expect from an RPG made by Guerrilla. They've pretty much only worked on Killzone for the longest time. I personally wouldn't want something that's dark and gritty because they've done that for long enough. I'd like to see how their team adapts to something different. But we'll see. I really think if they opened up with that at the Sony conference, that would be a huge just applause.
Yeah, I agree. It would be a great start. That's a good prediction.
Definitely.
Miles?
I'm going to open up with a strong right hook. I'm thinking halfway through, revealed, and then same day during the conference, it's available on Steam for purchase. Oh,
right now!
Oh, fuck!
I'm guessing that's your ridiculous prediction.
It might not be. We'll all have to wait and see.
That's a good idea. Is we try to guess which one's the ridiculous one.
I like that. Yeah.
Let's go with that. So, yeah, that's probably a ridiculous one.
Yeah, that's a ridiculous one.
Okay, so my first one is a lot like Scott's. Being that Gamescom is in Europe and PlayStation has several European first parties, not just Guerrilla Games, I think that both Guerrilla Games and Media Molecule are going to show off or tease their new projects. Like a lot of people are saying they don't expect either of them to show anything. I expect them to get either a logo, a release date, something, or a short 10-second to 30-second trailer. Both of them are going to be shown in some fashion, and that's what I believe.
It'd be about time.
Yeah, it would. It's been long enough, and it's just this is the place to do it since they're both European studios. It's
what Sony needs. They need the new IPs to be shown.
Exactly. With the the constant bashing they've been getting about Xbox exclusive titles coming up this fall. Sony needs some sort of excitement. They need some hype, and I think these two titles would do it.
All right, so pandering more to the European audience, Europeans love RPGs, and continuing with the RPG theme that I started, I think, with Square announcing that they weren't showing Final Fantasy 15 at E3, they have to show it here. In fact, they might have to give a release date, because that game is about to go on a decade in the making. Like, they need to be like, all right, this is how far we've come, and it looks like this. Personally, I've always been a Final Fantasy fan. I think Square's, most appreciative audience is still the Final Fantasy market, even though they're coming out with, that story-driven, episodic game that was just announced today. I think, Final Fantasy 15 really needs to be done and out to the public, and it needs to be strong.
Yeah, that's a good one. However, Final Fantasy 15 has only been a year and a half.
Oh, whatever.
But the game itself, you're right, it is almost a decade now. But that'd be a good one. I like that one.
Yeah.
Miles, number 2?
All right, number 2 for Miles. BioWare's new game with Smoke Face and It's Not My Fault Girl. And Super Electric Black Kid. I think that game is going to finally get a name, and I want to see gameplay. I would hope for gameplay, although I highly doubt it's going to happen.
Interesting.
This one isn't too surprising to me, just because they've been teasing it so hardcore leading up to Gamescom.
Yeah.
Hopefully we do get a name and some gameplay. That'd be cool.
I would also like a synopsis of what it's about, because Smoke Face has my interest, but I need something to make me give them my money.
Okay.
I would personally be disappointed to find out if it was very similar to Infamous. I feel like BioWare is a little more imaginative than that, to be like, people getting superpowers.
Oh my
God. Their gameplay style, even though I believe they can branch out, has always been rather static, as opposed to a dynamic fighting style that a superhero game would require.
I just want to say this: Dragon Age, but with superheroes in a modern world.
Yeah.
I would love that.
I was gonna say, I think they could do a great job with some kind of open world and customizable character and in a superhero universe. I don't know. I think it would be pretty cool. Or if that's what it is, we could totally be wrong.
I'd love to totally be wrong.
They could come out of left field and be like, "Oh, you thought this was it? Wrong,
it's
buddy.
A baseball game."
Okay, so my second one is that even though the rumors have been denied, the pictures have been said or have been denied or whatever, I believe that Sony will show off a new user interface. Everyone has been saying all along that it's not it's just not accessible. We don't have folders. We can't move things around. It's really hard to find stuff. And I think that they're going to change it somehow, whether or not it's the pictures that have been shown that are rumored or whatever, that are supposedly leaked or not, or whether it's just some sort of a difference. I think they're going to do some sort of change at this event, or announce some sort of change.
That would be great, in my opinion.
I think too.
Obviously, we've been talking about this for more than a minute, being that the leak happened just a few days ago. And I guess, I've always seen the framework for Sony's UI. I saw it with the PS3. Yeah. I guess I can see it now, so I don't have as much to complain about. So, meh.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I totally forgot. We also have one of our editors. He submitted some predictions as well. And so I'll go ahead and throw out 2 of his real quick, since we've just gone through 2 of each of ours. One of his was that...
It's Sean, by the way.
Yeah, Sean. I forgot to say his name. My bad. The release date for PlayStation Now will officially be announced, out of beta, not just the beta. So that's an okay one. That could happen,
That's very reasonable.
Yeah. And then his second one is that Microsoft will announce little to no new titles, but instead will just add hype to Halo.
that one's fun.
I mean, that's kind of hard to disagree with because they hit it so hard at E3 that I wouldn't be shocked to find out that they're completely out of their roster to reveal.
I agree. They could just be showing off more stuff for the games we already know about that they showed one trailer for.
Yeah, that wouldn't be the worst thing either, because when it comes to like Scalebound, we still know nothing about it except for that it looks like Dante fighting dragons.
Yep.
So
Yeah, it looks like next Devil May Cry.
All right, let's move on. Predictions 3.
Mirror's Edge 2 will be revealed that the game will have a post-apocalyptic zombie theme, and the name of the game will be changed to Dying Edge Light.
Dying Edge Light.
I think
you have to put the pause in there. There's going to be a ... light.
Oh, okay.
I think that's probably the funny one.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm pretty hype about it.
I actually have some inside sources.
Yeah, well,
They tell me Faye is going to be the main character of the single-player campaign. Faye, excuse me, sorry.
They're changing her name, too. People are going to love that.
Because, you got to have faith to survive in the zombie post-apocalypse.
Hey. All right. Miles, number 3.
All right, number 3. I believe the plot of the next Mass Effect will be revealed, like who we're going to be fighting, mainly who we're going to be fighting, and I guess what time period it takes place in.
Who we're going to be fighting. Okay. So, yeah.
Everyone.
They haven't revealed anything about that yet, have they?
Not really, no.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Wait, no, they did. It has to be during at least sometime during Shepard's time, doesn't it? I thought they said that because there's going to be returning characters.
Yeah, I said not really, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Shepard's time, he probably had a good 30 years left on his life, and that doesn't even include technologies that might be keeping people alive. So,
True.
Technology that brought him back to life.
yeah, exactly. And it's just like I would love to see it be about 30 to 40 years from where they left off, because that's done. Let's move on to something else.
I agree.
Yeah, that sounds great. Actually, that is what I'm hoping for.
My number 3 is that Rime will get a new trailer and it will finally show off a release date. I can't freaking wait for Rime. And this would be perfect for them because Tequila Games, I think that's the developer, is a Spanish developer, and so I think they would do it at Gamescom before anywhere else.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. I don't get into those games, but I can see, the hype behind that, and definitely fits for Gamescom.
Okay, so Sean's next one is The Last Guardian will not be shown.
God, that goes right up there with Final Fantasy 15. If you're not going to show it at this point, people should just stop talking about it and stop believing it exists.
I agree.
But come on, Scott. Don't stop believing.
Holy crap.
You don't know this about us, but we sing a lot. Okay. Moving on to number 4.
GTA 5 will be revealed to have an expansion coming with the upcoming PS4, Xbox One, PC release.
Ooh.
And I'm just going to go ahead and admit, this one was kind of meant to be a joke, but I'm also kind of serious about it because they've had expansions for GTAs in the past, and it wouldn't shock me to, that they've been working on something for a long time and realize they can just up-res it for better systems.
Yeah.
Yep.
It would move. It would make numbers because I played all of GTA 5, and while I do have an itch for more GTA 5, I do kind of question why should I play it again? So yeah, that would definitely make me want it.
We have 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. Okay. Miles, what's your 4?
All right, speed round.
Quickfire. Battletoads Revival.
Oh God. Oh, I wasn't prepared for that one. Okay, mine is the Xbox One will drop its price by $50 to $100 to finally make it competitive.
I can't tell if that's a joke or not.
That's gotta be only semi-serious.
That's a joke. There's no way it'll happen, but yeah. And then another one from Sean is at least one AAA game will be announced.
That's a surefire.
Okay, we got some fan ones though. I want to throw in here real quick. From Mickey, he says God of War will get a teaser.
Oh my God, yes, that was on my list.
And then another one, he said a new Resistance game will come and it will require Morpheus.
Nope.
Nope.
That's
God.
a funny one. Lou commented. He said Guerrilla Games RPG will be teased. And then another Duke Nukem Euro will be announced.
Oh.
Duke is a Frenchman looking to complain about the American way of living. Oh, okay. Minute 30. Moving on. Fifth one.
Nintendo will finally throw in the gloves and just reveal new hardware.
Yeah. I would actually like to see that happen.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's kind of ridiculous, but kind of serious at the same time.
Could be, yeah.
Fifth one. Monster Hunter announced for current gen, which means Xbox One, PS4, maybe Wii U, depending on who you ask, consoles.
I like that one. That's a good one. My next one is that we're going to get an extended look, an actual gameplay trailer for Quantum Break, and it will reveal the exact release date next year sometime.
Nice. What about Sean?
Sean's last one says that Nintendo will release a date for Super Smash Bros. For Wii U.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That would be good. That would be nice to get. We kind of know it's coming, but when?
November 2015.
A year from now. Great. Do you guys have any more?
The next Pokemon will be revealed.
The what?
The next Pokemon will be revealed.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Scott?
That Insomniac game for Xbox One that for some reason I can't think of the name of right now.
Sunset Overdrive?
Sunset Overdrive, yeah, will have its co-op reveal because I know they're supposed to have like 6 to 8 player co-op, and that game already looks nuts, and I think that would again just blow the doors off the conference.
All right.
And that is the beep.
The 15-minute timer is up.
You know what? I'm gonna punctuate this episode with something else.
Huh?
That is the sound of me crumpling up my predictions list.
Oh,
and throwing it away.
we need to type them up, so don't throw them away yet.
Crap.
I was going to type them up and include them in the story for this, but
okay.
Anyways, so that wraps up episode 11 of QuickTime Event. As always, be sure and check back in, hopefully every week. Sorry for the hiatus in the past 2 weeks on QuickTime Event.
Love us.
Yeah, we will be back midweek with the Middle of Nowhere Gaming podcast, and then possibly back for a post Gamescom QTE this weekend, and all that good stuff. Find us all on the internet. You can find me on Twitter at Osborne_2009. You can find Miles at
Furious Milk.
And Scott, do you have a Twitter that they can find?
At Control-Alt-12. I'm following you, Courtney. God.
Control-Alt-12. Well, I said that so that you could, say it. Because, some people don't want their Twitter announced on the podcast, and so I wanted to set you up.
All the excuses.
Yeah, they can find me at not Courtney. I follow you douchebag.
I didn't. Yeah.
All right. See you guys all again later. Whatever. Mong!
Bye, guys.
Mong.